Have you ever felt like you're living in a story that's already been told? Like the challenges we face today, from climate change to corporate power struggles, are just echoes of ancient tales. Well, you might be onto something. Our modern world is surprisingly full of old ghosts, ancient myths playing out in brand new ways. Let's start with a classic, Prometheus. He was the titan who stole fire from the gods to give to humanity. Sound familiar? He's the original tech bro, the ultimate disruptor. He gave us the spark of progress, but it came with a heavy price. Just like Prometheus was chained to a rock for his audacity, we too are chained to the consequences of our own relentless pursuit of technology. Think about it. The constant drive for bigger, better, faster. It's given us incredible tools, but also a planet in peril and minds addicted to screens. Our ambition, like his, has a dark side. We're all a bit like Prometheus, reaching for the heavens but sometimes forgetting the ground beneath our feet. Now, let's talk about that sinking feeling. The one where you turn on the news and it feels like the world is ending. You're not the first to feel that way. Almost every ancient culture has a flood myth. The story of Noah's Ark is the most famous. But there are hundreds more, from the Epic of Gilgamesh in Mesopotamia to the story of Manu in India and Deucalion in Greece. The details change, but the core idea is the same. A catastrophic event wipes the slate clean, and a small group of survivors must rebuild. These aren't just stories about water. They're archetypes of our collective anxiety. They represent our deep-seated fear of global disaster and our enduring hope for renewal. Today, our flood isn't necessarily literal water. It's the rising tide of climate change, the deluge of misinformation online, or the threat of a global pandemic. These crises feel overwhelming, like a great flood threatening to wash away everything we know. But these myths also teach us about resilience. They show us that even when the world feels like it's ending, humanity finds a way to build an ark, to preserve what matters, and to start again. They are blueprints for survival, reminding us that we have the capacity to navigate the storm and find dry land. What about the power struggles we see every day? The tension between the old guard and the new generation. This dynamic is as old as time itself, and it's perfectly captured in the Greek myth of Cronus and Zeus. Cronus, the leader of the Titans, was so afraid of being overthrown by his children that he swallowed them whole. It's a pretty graphic image, but it's a powerful metaphor for how established power structures often try to consume or suppress new ideas and new leadership. Cronus represents the old way of doing things, the rigid, unchanging system that fears its own obsolescence. Then comes Zeus. He's the one who escapes, the one who challenges the old order. He represents the new generation, full of ambition and a desire to reshape the world. Their epic battle wasn't just a celestial brawl. It was the original corporate takeover, the ultimate generational showdown. We see this same story play out in boardrooms, in politics, and even in our own families. The established CEO, who's wary of the young, innovative upstart, the political party clinging to old ideologies while a new movement gains traction. It's the timeless struggle between the way things have always been and the way things could be. Zeus's victory wasn't just about brute force. It was about a new paradigm taking over. It's a reminder that change is inevitable and that suppressing the future is a battle you and win forever. So, are these myths just ancient stories, or are they prophecies we are living out? It seems the more things change, the more they stay the same. The myth of Prometheus warns us about the double-edged sword of our own genius. The flood myths provide a framework for understanding our collective anxieties and our incredible capacity for resilience. And the battle between Cronus and Zeus shows us the eternal dance of power between generations. These stories are not just relics of the past. They are living mirrors reflecting our own human condition. They show us our ambitions, our fears, our conflicts, and our hopes. In an age dominated by algorithms and fleeting digital trends, perhaps the most profound thing we can do is to look back at these timeless narratives. They offer a kind of wisdom that 1,000 news feeds never could. By understanding these ancient archetypes, we can better understand ourselves and the world we're creating. They challenge us to ask, which myth are we living in right now? And more importantly, how do we want our story to end? Thanks for watching. If this made you think, consider subscribing for more journeys into the human story. See you next time.